my channel, stocks and books by Bree. Well, we talk about buying stocks and dividends, dividing and supplemental learning. Want the secret? Gotta read. Here we go over the fundamentals you need to succeed. Major keys, you might get some gems, economic gems. So be sure to go hit subscribe so you can stay linked in.
Hey, what's up, family? My name is Brehon Mills. I'd like to welcome you guys back to the channel where we love focusing on our own financial and personal development. Hey, family, I hope you guys are having a phenomenal day. I hope you guys have had a phenomenal week, and I hope all of your trades and investments are successful ones, okay? Now, family, I'd like to just briefly talk about the SPY and Alibaba today, and I've been taking a look at these two stocks, and these are just two of the 12 to 15 that I like to look at every single day to make a determination whether or not I want to jump in and place a call option. All right. Now, when it comes to the SPY, right, the SPY has had a nice sell-off, right? And then we had this candle here, Dragonfly Doji, which could be a signal for a reversal in pattern, but we need the following candle to at least be trading above or close above this following candle. So we did have trading above, and so this was a great opportunity to jump in. I rolled this thing up a little bit, made a little bit of money, I cashed out, and then we had the Doji Candle here. Now the Doji Candle is a signal that there could be a reversal in pattern, right? And so what we need to happen is the following candle need to be trading above, or I'm sorry, the following candle need to be trading below or closing below the Doji Candle. And so we had this huge sell-off here, right? And so yesterday I was talking about this huge sell-off, and I was looking at, well, you don't want to fool around with a sell-off, but there could be an opportunity where we could have a bounce, right? So when we have these huge sell-offs like this, we could have a bounce. And even though we have a bearish candle develop today, we did have opening above this candle, right? We did have opening above this candle, but we close a little bit. We end up having a bearish candle develop. So, all right, so we had a bearish candle here where the bears came in, it just pushed the price down. We had the bulls come in, right? The bulls came in, tried to open this thing higher, right? We drove it all the way up to 437, and the bears came crashing back in, said no, not today, and they drove the price down to 434. And so today, the past 3 days, well, the past 2 days, the bears have been dominating the trading session, okay? The bears have been dominating the trading session, and when we take a look at the MACD, we can see that the momentum is beginning to fade away from the SPY. Now, remember, just because the momentum is fading out of a stock, it doesn't mean that the stock price will always go down. We could have some sideways trading, all right, family? We could have some sideways trading, but as of right now, like I had mentioned yesterday, we could have played this for the bounce right before the close, because we know after a huge sell-off like this, we may be at a position where we can make a little bit of money by jumping in at the close. And then so this thing closed at 433. Now we would have jumped in right before the close. This thing opened at 435, so we could have made a little bit of profit, right? So it opened at 435, it closed at 434. So if we would have jumped in right before the market closed, when it opened up, we would have been up a little bit. We could have made a little bit of change and we could have cashed out. But again, when we make our trades, we want to make sure that there is a definite sign that there could be a reversal in pattern, right? So me being the gambler that I am, sometimes I go against my own rules. Sometimes I win, sometimes I lose, but I know what the rules are, and so I play the game accordingly. All right. Now, when it comes to the SPY, we want to take a look at let's take a look at the hourly chart so we can see how the day finished out. All right, and so we did have the huge sell-off, and as we see here, we had Doji Candle, hammer candles. And so, man, the bears came in, they drove the price down, but the bulls, man, we're fighting. We're trying to get back into this thing. We're trying to push the price back up, but for some reason the bears aren't having it. The shorts aren't having it, and so they're trying to continuously force the price down even more, even though we do have some bull activity within these hourly candles. All right, and so we take a look at the momentum. We do have momentum coming back into the stock again. Like I stated earlier, momentum coming into the stock doesn't mean we're going to go straight up. We could have some sideways trading. And so from 10:30 till the close of the day, we had a lot of sideways trading. All right. So tomorrow, let's get above this 20-day moving average and let's begin moving up to the upside. Let's make a little bit of money. All right. So we could take a look at the SPY when it comes to the daily candles, which I like to use most times, and we could take a look at the hourly candles, family. So if you take a look at the hourly candles, hopefully you could jump in when we cross above this 20-day moving average. We could ride this thing back up, okay? So remember, when I place trades, I'm placing my trades based on candlestick development or the movement of the 20-day moving average, okay? The activity of the stock across or versus the 20-day moving average. So if we get an opportunity to cross over this 20-day moving average, that may represent an opportunity where we can jump in and we can ride the wave up, okay? Let's ride waves up. Now, if I place a call option this week, all of my call options are October 15th. All right. So I'm looking for October 5th expiration dates on any call options that I place this week. All right. So again, I'm going to continue watching the SPY on the daily candles. I'm going to watch the daily candlestick development. I'm going to watch the hourly candle, because if we can get above this 20, maybe we can shoot back up to 444 or 445. All right. And hopefully we can make a little bit of money on them call options that are expiring on October 15th. All right. Now let's go back to the Alibaba. Now, family, the ultimate goal of this channel is not to tell you to, hey, buy this here or buy that now. I'm giving you reasons why you should possibly consider jumping in and jumping out of a stock, teaching you to understand candlestick development and also the movement of the 20-day moving average and also the MACD. All right. I remember this professional Wall Street trader said, hey, the ultimate goal is 1% daily. That's it. And no one can do that. It's impossible. All right. So no one wins every single day. All right. So if you listen to someone that's telling you that you're going to win every single day, you need to unfollow them, because they are lying to you. They are selling you false hope. They're selling you a false dream and a fake narrative. No one wins every day when it comes to trading stocks or when it comes to investing. You're going to have some positive days. You're going to have some negative days. But the ultimate goal is to minimize your loss, okay? And the way we do that is with stop losses, okay? So whenever we jump into a stock, we set our stop loss as soon as we enter a position, all right? Now, and so, matter of fact, when we talk about minimizing losses, so today, family, or yesterday at the close of the market, I jumped into Alibaba, all right? So, as we all know, Alibaba has been on a nice downtrend, but we can make a little bit of money playing Alibaba because it's been a very volatile stock. And so this has been a great stock to trade options or possibly do some day trading on. But today, family, I took a L, right? So I took a L in Alibaba, and I'm going to show you what I was thinking about when I placed my trade at the close of yesterday. All right. And so we had a nice downtrend here. And then I see this candlestick development here. So we have a nice bearish candle. Then we have what is called a piercing pattern. So a piercing pattern is when the following candle, right, is engulfing the previous day candle. All right. So we have a downtrend, right? We must have a downtrend. And at the bottom of the downtrend, we must have the bearish candle, right? And then following, we must have the bullish candle that engulfs the previous day candle. All right. And so the following day, at the close of the day, I saw us fighting, right? So we did have a Doji Candle. Now, the Doji Candle is, again, a signal that there could be a reversal in pattern. Now, but when it comes to the piercing pattern, the following day, if the candle is trading above or closing above the piercing day pattern, possibly this may represent an opportunity for a buy-in, and we could get to moving up and establishing a new upward trend. We could be at the end of this bottom, we could be at the end of this downtrend, at the bottom of the downtrend, and begin reversing to the upside. All right. But today, well, yesterday before the close of the market, I saw that we opened and closed after towards the end of the trading session, and we was above the Pearson pattern. So I jumped in, even though this was a Doji candle. All right. So again, Doji indecision, and so I jumped in and I set my loss. And so if we set our losses, we set it up where, hey, if it drops, depending on what your loss expectations are. And so I set mine around 15%. So we closed out, we opened lower and we went even lower. So I automatically cashed out. And now I'm sitting back with the cash. I've lost a little bit, but I'm waiting for opportunity to jump back in. Again, we had the, trading above and closing above this piercing pattern. And so I assumed that we could have some upward movement, even though I saw the Doji candle here. All right. So when I took a look at the MACD, I saw that, the MACD has been a little flat, but again, momentum was coming back into the stock. And so I was hoping for, either upward momentum or more sideways trading, okay? Because if sideways trading is involved, my option doesn't lose as much value as we continue moving to the upside. Now, I'm still hopeful on Alibaba. I'm going to continue watching it, may buy back in. And as long as we stay above the Pearson pattern, we could be heading back up. But we're going to have to wait and see how tomorrow's candle develops. Now, let's take a look at the hourly chart on Alibaba. And so if I would have pulled up the hourly chart, we can see that we had nice momentum when we take a look at the MACD riding the wave up. But yesterday, the 28th, at 15:30, we were hit with a Doji candle. All right. And so the Doji candle on the hourly says that, hey, there's a possibility that this run up could be at an end and we could be facing downward movement. And what do we have? The following candle trading below and closing below this Doji candle. And we had more downward movement. All right. And so we did have, 3 spinning tops here, because after the sell-off, man, the bulls were trying to, jump in and increase the price. But we had another sell-off towards the end of the day. All right. So family, take a look at Alibaba. Let's take a look at the hourly chart and let's see if this thing could get above that, the 20 SMA, and let's see if we could ride this thing up and make a little bit of money along the way. All right. So again, family, if I place any trade options, they're going to be October 15 expiration dates. Okay. All right. Now, hope this video added some value to you. Now, if it did, hey, please leave a like, hit the subscribe button, keep coming back for more wealth building information. Peace.